Hello.
Country roads, let's a go. It's a me, Mario.
Hockey cakes.
Ay. Already, this
Alright.
podcast is starting in an awkward fashion.
Of course, when does it always not?
It doesn't always start awkwardly. It starts somewhat
Bullshit!
decently.
Bullshit!
Sometimes it starts decently.
This is the
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Alright,
man.
but what do we got today?
Well, as part of Disney Month, we are reviewing our second topic, and this one is, drumroll please,
Pixie Wixie.
Pixar me! Pixar!
And half of this is just gonna be us quoting Cars, Toy Story 2, and Monsters, Inc.
This is the first podcast we've done since the Christmas one where it's been all four of us.
Oh, lol.
Yeah.
Because we had introducing Liz in January.
Right.
And then we had the classic Disney with all five of us.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, sorry folks.
Because Liz is on vacation. Yeah, she can't make it though.
But anyway, let's get to the main thing here.
Well, before we do all, like, the quotes and stuff, like, are we going through, like, every, like, Pixar?
Okay,
guess.
before we do this, it is in my contract, I have to do this at least once.
Oh boy.
At least once.
What would that be?
At least once.
Oh boy.
She's actually gonna watch WALL-E, ladies and gentlemen. Tay is actually gonna sit down and watch WALL-E.
I already had plans to, like...
Yeah.
Let's just acknowledge this is the last time we can make that joke. So
well, kind of, but not really. It's not Pixar, but then again, like, the uncultured swine thing will be away from WALL-E, but
you
now
still
you
have
guys...
to watch Over the Hedge, the Simpsons movie, and what else? Meet the Robinsons.
Meet the Robinsons.
Okay, well, I got her down on
you got Over the
Simpsons
Hedge
movie and Over the Hedge.
Yeah.
I just gotta get you guys to watch them so I can upload some other stuff because I got Wallace and Gromit ready to go for when you guys want to watch that. But anyway,
Okay.
Before we get started with the official movies and everything, I actually you guys know Disney Plus has the Dory's Reef Camp thing. I sat down and watched that. That is literally a 3-hour aquarium.
nice.
Okay.
Does it have is it like weirdly soothing or something?
It really is.
Is it calming to watch?
Like, literally, it's like one of those aquarium backgrounds you'd see on, like, old Windows computers back in the day. Like, it is super satisfying.
Oh, shit!
I love those.
And
I love
it's
those.
that with the Finding Nemo characters for 3 hours, and it is satisfying.
So 3 hours looking at Pixar
Are they
fish.
like doing?
Ooh, I like that.
Are they like doing things?
Yes, they are doing silly stuff.
Us.
Yeah.
Does it have some nice ambient music in the background too that just lets you turn off your mind and relax?
Genuinely, I can't remember. Like, I'm blanking right now. Like, I was so relaxed. Like, legit, I was so relaxed. I was so relaxed. I couldn't remember. I couldn't tell.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
That's a good thing, actually.
So it's not Dory doing a documentary.
So
Although I would love to.
So if the fish are in the back just doing silly things, it's literally just the four of us, but in bish form.
Fish.
Yes, I don't say fish, I say bish.
Why?
Swedish bish.
Because it's I don't say fish, I say bish.
Yeah, like how when you don't say quack, you say kvek.
Oh yeah, with the Swedish duck.
Swedish duck.
Swedish duck.
Why did I make that sound German?
I mean, they are kind of close to each other.
Okay.
I guess.
I wouldn't know. I didn't pay attention.
Exact word.
I was probably asleep.
When were you not asleep?
For 17 full days.
You're having your nap and your
No, I wish I was kidding. I counted the days I didn't sleep. I counted the days I didn't sleep in school, and in total, like throughout kinder through 12th, there were 17 days I did not fall asleep.
Wow.
So pretty much almost fell asleep every single time you set foot in school.
Pretty much. It wouldn't like sometimes it would be like in the morning or in the afternoon. It was never consistent except for the fact I would fall asleep at some point in the day. I just didn't care.
The mood.
All right, but what else do you guys want to talk about for this?
Let's talk about like.
Let's point out the fact I've ruined movies.
Oh yeah, with all the fucking like
know
dumb,
that.
all the burp
burps
jokes
and oohs.
The burp joke.
It's me that's ruined it because it's me who did all those noises.
Yeah, but I'm the one who posts it.
Yeah, he's the one who actually like full on makes those memes a reality.
Okay. Question though before we start getting into the actual list, are we counting stuff like the Buzz Lightyear Star Command and like a bunch of like their sort of spin-off stuff?
I mean, maybe. I guess we could, but I haven't seen any of that stuff.
You could, I guess.
Neither have I.
I've seen the movie once.
Yeah. Or have you?
I've seen the movie once. Okay, the hour's going.
All right.
Okay, so we start here.
Yeah. Okay, so the first movie. You would just not be a human if you didn't see this movie, Toy Story. Hello.
Well, duh.
You'd be like
Come on, it's what started Pixar, for Christ's sake.
And it's
like,
what started the uncultured swine saying.
Exactly.
That would be a case of even if after you'd seen it, you would never get that uncultured swine brand removed.
Uncultured swine. What are you looking at?
I was about to say. I mean, like it was the start of Pixar. You got two of the best freaking characters to come out of this movie.
And Hockey Puck and the Bear.
I was gonna say, well, I was talking about Buzz and Woody, but I was gonna bring up the fact we do have the Hockey Puck because we use him for memes.
Yeah, we use the Hockey Puck for memes, like and we should also put
in the group.
Hockey Puck from Toy Story is on inside me.
Well, since we're on the topic, on the topic of Toy Story, let me think.
The fact that thing is the first CG animated film, like, holy cow. And it still holds up.
Yeah, it was just the fact that it's their first, it holds up. It holds up really well for it being their first.
Especially when you look at CG from that same year, like, say, in the Mortal Kombat movie, when you look at Reptile before he became the humanoid form, which, spoiler alert, that CGI is awful. Which, let me send a picture of that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and then we'll, like, flash it up on screen or something.
Yeah. But still, I can't believe, like, how well that holds up. And not for nothing, but it's emotional as hell.
Don't get me started on the CG in the Power Rangers movie.
Lol.
Which I am making you watch, Tay, just for the pure lunacy of it.
No.
Hey, you don't have to sit through it twice, at least.
Thank fuck.
Here's Reptile from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this should be good.
Yeah, what I was gonna say with Toy Story,
terrible.
It is so
terrible. That is terrible.
So bad.
Let me see. Oh, for fuck's sake!
That's Reptile.
Terrible.
The fuck? Oh my god!
Just do the Badoop when the picture pops up. Here's to hoping the new Mortal Kombat movie is actually gonna be good.
Yeah, for real.
They're giving it a hard R, which, better than a PG-13.
Exactly.
This is a Pixar podcast, and we're talking about freaking Mortal Kombat.
Anyway, with Toy Story, how many of us can we actually say, like, when it finally hits him, how many of us relate to fucking Buzz?
You are a toy, you can't fly!
That hurt. Like, when I was a kid, I didn't even understand why Buzz was sad.
Same, though!
I didn't even understand. I was like, why are you sad?
I remember when I first...
I was so confused. Although I've gained ideas of behind concepts and stuff, and when they, when I first time, not as a kid, and then you get hit with, oh my god, all this time. That's what it meant.
Yeah, literally, because I'm in the exact same way. Like, keep in mind, Toy Story was one of the Pixar movies I watched constantly when I was a kid.
So did I broke my original tape of it because I watched it so much.
Oh, shit.
I remember when I was 6 or 7, I was watching that scene, and like literally all that was running through my head was Woody never once actually said that.
Well, yeah, you are a toy, you can't fly. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
he never
thinking,
said-
what? Yeah, I remember thinking, what? Why is he thinking that? Woody never said that. This is
yeah,
stupid.
I was like, he never said that quote.
Well, partially he said it. Like, he said,
No,
you know,
but like
No, but
not in that exact way.
Say it like that.
yeah, I
you
get
didn't say it like
I
that.
get what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That bothered
yeah.
me for such a long time.
No, me too.
No, but still though,
No.
No. Okay,
Jesus.
For
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
but yeah, even again as a kid, I never got the whole thing of that.
I'm looking at the Pixar list, and literally from Toy Story 1 to Monsters Inc., they've all released in November.
Oh shit!
The Incredibles
Wow.
released in November, and then the rest are all June. Oh no, freaking the Dinosaur King released in
'cause-
November.
It was released in July of 2010.
I'm going by like what it's saying here.
I know Toy Story 4 was released in June of 2019.
So Pixar, it's either November or June, and then
Yeah.
there's Finding Nemo that came out in May. Oh no, Up came out in May.
Wait, there was another one. There was another movie.
Onward came out in March.
Yeah, which was literally when COVID hit.
So oof on them.
I'm dying to see that movie.
It's so good, trust me.
Oh
It
no,
really is.
I don't think it's good. I can't wait.
Dude, it's got Spider-Man and Star-Lord in it. How could it not be good? All right. What's next?
Well, hold on. Is there anything else we want to talk about with like the original Toy Story? Or
Well, what else can you say about it that everyone else on the planet hasn't said?
I mean, it's a goddamn certified classic.
It's a classic. You're right.
It's literally what started off this franchise.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
what started off.
It's what got the ball rolling.
I mean,
For not just for
you
Pixar, but for animated movies in general, and it spawned hundreds of bad rip-off companies like Illumination.
Oh, that's true.
Ooh.
That's true, though. That's true.
I mean, you could also say you could say one thing that's never been said is that it's a bad movie, but that'd be a lie.
Yeah, that'd just be a lie.
Exactly.
People who think that's a bad movie are in denial.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yep.
They are in denial.
All right, next movie. A Bug's Life, the one original movie that never got a sequel.
Yeah.
Thank God too, because I don't even care for A Bug's Life. Like
it's fine.
When we, you know what it is though?
You know what
it is? When we recently saw it, like I did my best to like really stay focused, and half the time I was almost falling asleep. Like I was not interested in this.
A Bug's Life is just fine to me. That's all it is. Just fine.
Like I just don't like. I'm not saying I hate it. Like there were some things that made me chuckle with it, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, okay, like
I think
really do enjoy it. I really do enjoy it, but
I think its biggest downfall is coming right after
it.
I think its biggest downfall is coming right after Toy Story. Like
as much as I love it, I gotta agree with that.
It's because like Toy Story 1 happened, and then Toy Story 2 happened. So it and both Toy Story 1 are literally like the most popular Pixar movies.
Exactly.
Like, no doubt about it, they are. And A Bug's Life being released in the middle of those, it kind of, like
It just
third
it
wheel
just couldn't
kind of
it
a
really
third
couldn't
wheel.
like meet the match that Toy Story had basically.
I mean, we
yeah,
can all
yeah.
agree,
It basically felt like the black sheep.
Yeah.
We can at least agree it's better than the Dinosaur King.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I refuse to call it by its actual name because that is what it is. The Dinosaur King.
Oh, and by the way, when we're doing our binge of that, we're replacing it and we're putting Bolt there because Bolt is a Pixar movie. I don't care what people say.
Bolt should be a Pixar movie.
We'll at least have the decency to watch Brave because that's at least good.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
It's not it really isn't like doesn't feel like Pixar movie. It at least proves we'll give it a chance.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not a bad movie by any means. It's just, again, why is it a Pixar
No,
movie?
it just, again,
it doesn't really
it just doesn't fit under the category of Pixar.
Well, not for nothing, I just brought this up before. Like, Matt, remember when I just told you this? Like, why isn't Moana a fucking Pixar?
The fact that freaking Wreck-It Ralph 2 made fun of the fact Brave was made by Pixar.
Well, shit. That's another one, too. Wreck-It Ralph and Ralph Breaks the Internet. Why the fuck aren't those Pixar?
Because waka 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 waka
waka waka waka waka, and just
Waka, waka,
because
waka.
just me in Minecraft.
Yeah, waka waka.
Even if they're not pigs, even if Wreck-It Ralph isn't a Pixar movie, though, that is still a fucking 10 out of 10 movie. Like,
damn
goddamn.
right it is. Fuck yeah, it is. Well, we're gonna talk more about that when we get to modern Disney. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
And now for quite possibly the best sequel of all time.
Oh,
Toy Story 2
Yes.
Finding Nemo 7.
is
Finding Nemo 7.
Finding Nemo 7.
Isn't that basically just one of the Jaws sequels?
Well, which one? The terrible ones?
Oh god.
I don't know. I've never seen any
There's
of the
only
Jaws
one
sequels.
there's only one good sequel, and that's the second one.
I've seen
Oh my god! But
I didn't see the first Jaws. I only saw the second one, and I was creeped out by it.
I only saw I can't remember if it was 3 or 4, and I remember thinking it was so bad.
But Toy Story 2, though, oh my god!
Toy Story 2, like
yeah, that was another one I used to watch constantly. Now, let me tell the audience this story. Don't get me wrong, I still like Toy Story 2, but it's become one of my more least favorites of the Pixar. Don't get me wrong, I still like it.
Yeah, but it's just because your brother is
your
he
brother,
played it
ruined it
constantly.
I want to put
It's
this
like
code
fucking
through the screen and
obsessed
pour
with
it on
this.
you.
Literally,
but I know your brother ruined it for you, which I can kind of, understand.
because it's I hear the same thing 2 or 3 times, every other week, and it's like, can you put something else on? Don't get me wrong, I still like it, but it's that typical movie where
It's just been
I
worn
have
out
to be
for
in
you.
the mood. Yes.
Yeah, it's just been worn out for you because
I bet it was the same thing my parents felt when they heard me watching School of Rock all the time as a kid. Just like, can you put something else on, please?
I think I told
my parents with me and Teletubbies be like.
My parents and me with Power Rangers be like.
My parents with me and fucking Thomas.
Boo! Will didn't say anything.
No, I was the one who started off with School of Rock, you dumb.
I know. No, the joke I'm trying to go with that is the fact that there was just an awkward silence.
Oh, wow.
That's fair.
But yeah, again, by no means do I hate Toy Story 2. I think it's a really sweet movie. It's just I have to be in the right mood for it now.
I think
that's understandable.
I think I told you guys how. Oh my god.
No, go ahead.
I think I told you guys how When Somebody Loved Me got ruined for me, right?
How'd that get ruined for you? I actually don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
One of the kids from Sycamore Tree would quote Toy Story 2, and when he would get to When Somebody Loved Me, he wouldn't sing it. He would just speak it.
Oh, shit.
What? So it's like Google Translate.
When somebody loved me, everything was beautiful.
Literally, and I can no longer take that song seriously.
I still can. That scene still makes me fucking cry.
Same.
I cry at that.
You know what? You know what, Hayden? I know exactly how you'll take it seriously again.
How?
When you hear my cover of it.
If you make me cry, if you make me cry during your cover of it, I will purchase a plane ticket to New York, fly to your house, and pour a Coke on you.
Come at me, bro! Come at me!
And then I'll buy a plate of bacon.
Come at me! I'm all ears. Let's go. Let's go.
What? You want me to pour it in your ear?
Why not? It might be a little fizzy.
Is it weird that I've actually done that as a kid?
Of course.
Oh, yeah. The best thing about Toy Story 2, though, it's all the scenes you can quote and turn into memes. Just like, oh well, we tried. Or the fucking scene where they're driving the Pizza Planet truck. Oh my god, that was
I fucking love that scene.
I watched that movie all the time as a kid just so I could freaking see that.
I am so gonna get hung for this, but I do not care for the traffic cone scene, and I never have.
Why? I think that scene's funny.
It was just so pointless to me.
Well, then again, I don't know.
Well, have a point because they needed to do that
and plus,
to not
another thing that annoyed
when trying
me...
to get to Al's Toy Barn, and please forgive me, I am currently eating a chicken and bacon sub from Subway. Eat fresh.
Some of that bacon.
Eat fresh.
Subway.
Eat fresh. Their food tastes like plastic.
This podcast is not in any way, shape, or form sponsored by Subway.
But hey, Subway, if you want to sponsor us, give us an email at 555-555-555.
No, it's cronkety donkery at binary.
Okay,
come on. All right.
Well, the joke I was also going to point out, let me tell the audience this. Apparently to these three, I sound like Jessie.
Yeah, you can do like a perfect impression of her.
I don't even...
Mrs. Potato.
And
I got Mrs. Potato Head down. I just don't know about my Jessie.
And you can do Flo.
And
let's do impressions at a later date. But
yeah.
One last thing about the traffic cone scene that annoyed me: when Mr. Potato Head got his shoe stuck in the gum, he didn't think to grab one of his spares.
No, he had to save those for when he was like prepared to meet Mr. Angry Eye.
Mr. Angry Eye.
Why do you gotta make him sound like a bootleg Danny DeVito?
Because that's what he is.
Yeah.
Why did it take me just now to realize I think we mentioned DeVito at least once in every episode?
Well, that's because that's just my freaking profile pic on Discord, so it's like we have to mention it.
He's not even kidding. Tay, pop a picture of his picture. It is literally the trash man.
A picture.
Yep, there it is.
His picture.
A picture of his picture. Why does that sound like the Mrs. Puff picture from, what's the episode?
I know what you're talking about. No, I don't remember what episode that is. I know what you're talking about.
Taking pictures to prove he wasn't taking pictures.
That was the peak of that. All right.
Okay, come on.
Next movie is one of the most memed movies of all time.
It's one of those movies I cannot watch.
Oh man,
I cannot watch this. Like, for the life of me, I love this movie, but I cannot watch it. It makes me cry.
I know what you mean. Like
again, Monsters Inc. was another one that I watched constantly. But I'll tell you what, like,
love it, but yeah, it makes me sad.
Well, here's the
I went
thing.
through so many copies of it.
It was the same thing with like Toy Story. All the sad parts I didn't fully get, and then what was it? When I saw it, like when it first came up on ABC Family, I shit you not.
2021. What is an ABC Family?
We are doing references to way back when. Anyway, when I did...
When Sully accidentally scares Boo.
Oh, I know
my
that.
God.
Oh, stop! I don't want to cry during this podcast.
That scene.
I know, like
Don't
that
make
scene
me
really
cry
does
during this
hurt.
podcast.
Well, I was about to say, like, look at towards the ending, like when he's saying goodbye to Boo. Let me tell you what, I never used to get emotional at that. And then again, when I caught that scene on ABC Family again, like it was during like a Halloween thing. I was watching that in my room, and I shit you not, I hear the music playing, and I'm just watching what's going on, and I shit you not, I was bawling, and I'm like, what the fuck? I've never cried at this seen before.
Okay, stop the emotion. Stop the emotion. Tay, put
And-
an image of my Mike Wazowski burp video to make everybody stop crying.
or,
Oh yeah, that
Wait, which
wait,
ooey?
ding, wait, ding. Hello, fuck you.
That was
you made me laugh while eating my sub, and now crumbs everywhere. God damn it! There's
or
freaking crumbs all over my desk.
or the one with George that I did.
Oh yeah, yeet.
Okay. Move on to one of the best movies of all time, Finding Nemo.
Oh
love
my
it.
god. One of my all-time favorite
Wahi pa hoo
movies.
hoo pa hoo wahi hoo hoo.
Go wuggy ha ho ho ho.
Bubbles, 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 yeah.
Go wuggy ha ho ho.
Shark
Go
bait.
wuggy ha ho.
Ha ha.
Enough with the shark bait.
Shark bait.
Ooh,
Ooh.
ba-ba-doo.
That guy would be me in that situation.
Fucking Gil. Yo, like that's another one that's like
Truth
really
be
fucking
told,
emotional.
I think I relate to either Bloat or Bubbles.
I think I relate more to Bubbles, like just personal reasons. Like I don't like anybody touching my stuff.
And plus, I love Bubbles.
Me too.
Bubbles
And
has
I-
ADHD. Change my mind.
No, I
Yeah.
actually agree with that. And
Like,
then I'm just bloat because I just burp all the time and I'm like fat and I'm just like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, that one scene where Bubbles is just staring at his freaking chest and it comes up, Bubbles, 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 and then goes back to staring at it. That is me.
It's a good scene.
All right.
Wait. The thing I was gonna
Me.
point out in Finding Nemo. Let me tell you what. I remember that was actually the first Pixar movie that I saw in theaters.
Oh, you lucky. My first one was The Incredibles.
Same here. Same.
That was the first one I
Yeah.
saw. But the only
Yeah,
problem.
Tay. Me too.
Yeah. Oh, cool. No, who was I with? I think I was with my sister, my mom, and my grandmother. But the only problem was
I
like
went with my cousin.
my sister and I, like, you know, we were kind of pesky with like the movie theater thing because we always wanted to know like how legitimately the good seats were like up in the front. But I'll tell you what, it was so bad
Oh
because
no, never.
even though we
Never
number
sit
one.
up front.
Never sit
Never
at the
sit
front.
up front.
Never
No,
sit
I-
at the front.
I learned my lesson with that because
Rule
I remember when we went to go
number
see
one.
that. I remember when we went to go see that, like we were pestering my mom to let us sit in the front. Oh, we sat in the front, but we were like looking up at the screen. By the time we got out of the theater, I had such a crick in my fucking neck.
No, you think that's bad? There's a movie theater somewhere in Texas. I think it got shut down. I can't remember. I've never been. But apparently there were some seats that didn't even face the screen.
What?
What?
I wish I was kidding.
What?
What? So you paid to the theater to not even watch the movie?
No, like, that's not even the worst part. There were some parts of that theater that had pillars in the middle of the screen.
God.
What?
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 And I know this because I have friends who've been there.
So
I
there's
can't
beams
even.
just across the middle of.
There's beams in the middle of the screen, or you're not even facing the movie. And that's not even the worst part about it.
What the
That-
fuck?
That's not the worst part about it. The worst part is, you know how most movie theaters, like, they kind of sit at an angle?
Yeah.
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 It was just a
Yeah.
flat room.
What
Oof.
the hell?
So if someone
Oh
sat,
yeah.
so if someone sat in front of you, either one row or 10 rows in front of you, you couldn't see it.
That
That's
is a
ridiculous.
massive oof.
That's
Lovely.
ridiculous.
I think
Nah.
that movie theater got shut down, actually, now that I think about it.
Well, no wonder.
Like, I think the
If it has
funniest part,
seats that can't even face the damn screen,
and
or pillars in front of the damn movie.
like, the pillars in the flat room I can live with, but the seats not facing the
Oh.
movie?
Yeah, that is a
ridiculous.
massive
It's like,
oof.
No.
Like,
I would only see if when I went to go see Despicable Me 2.
or any of the Despicable Me movies.
Or just any movie by Illumination in general.
Actually, no,
Yeah.
I take that back. Despicable Me 1 is watchable.
Yeah, it's just
Nah,
ruined because of all
I
the
never cared
fucking
for
Minion movies.
I don't even like the
fucking
Despicable Me
Minion memes.
movies, so.
But no, like,
I never
oh
cared
yeah,
for it.
but like, oh yeah, an hour and a half of a wall.
What
My
the
favorite kind
fuck?
of movie.
Literally.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Alright,
though, if I was just facing the wall the whole sleep.
Yeah.
You'd probably fall asleep anyway. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'd only fall asleep if the movie was boring.
So once again, any movie by Illumination after the first Despicable Me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or
I
just
fell
roast.
I fell asleep during Despicable Me 2, so what does that tell you?
Just
there you go.
roasting them.
It's sad when
Roast.
the only thing that saves the Lorax movie is Danny DeVito as the Lorax.
Yeah, but I can't watch it without hearing Frank.
No, and here's the
Exactly.
thing. I bring this up every time, but I just like, how can I not? It is a truly it's an achievement on Danny DeVito's part. The fact that he voiced the Lorax in every dub they would let him do it, and he learned the languages just to do it. Like, dang.
Yeah, that is impressive. That's why I love Batman.
That is very good.
Yeah.
I am the Lorax, and I speak for the. I am the trash man, and I speak for the garbage.
for the garbage.
For the garbage.
But all right, next one.
Well. Anyway, back to the whole Finding Nemo thing. Like I said, the thing I was about to point out, like when we were in the theater, like mind you, I'm in the front row. Can I say that I was not expecting like a beginning fucking death scene with Coral?
I'm sorry, but I saw, like, when I first saw Finding Nemo, I'd been so used to death in movies, I was expecting it at some point.
I mean, I was just kind of like, oh, wait. When I first saw it, I was kind of like, oh, all right.
I'm not lying. I remember thinking Nemo was gonna die.
But then why would the movie be called Finding Nemo then?
Finding
Maybe
his dead
he comes
body.
back to what? He's a zombie. He's a walker. He's a fish walker.
He's a zombie
fish walker.
Okay.
A walker.
It's like
fish.
Yeah, it's the well walker. He's just a well walker.
Walker.
I think it's already been confirmed the virus in Walking Dead doesn't affect animals. Okay, we are seriously like at 30 minutes left of this discussion.
Wait a minute,
and we might have to split this into a part 2.
No, well, the one
Part 2. Part 2.
Okay, well, the next movie we got a classic.
The Fantastic Four.
Except unlike every Fantastic Four movie ever, this one's actually, good.
The 2005 Fantastic Four, though, that's actually good. People just hate.
Honey.
What?
What?
The honey, where's my super suit scene? I have the honey, where's my super suit scene on a t-shirt.
The fact that everyone just knows The Incredibles just by that fucking scene.
I got that for my 14th birthday from my friend Evie back in 2018.
Change my mind. That scene, like, trying to top that scene is the reason Incredibles 2 took so long, and they couldn't.
Yes.
No, that's the truth.
Yes. But still, like, the original Incredibles is fantastic.
It really is. And the fact that none of us knew it was set in, what, the 60s?
Wait, it was?
Apparently so.
Are you seriously just now finding this out?
I didn't know about that.
Wait, what's going on?
I taught Tay something. Where's my bacon?
I wasn't.
Tay, can you flash a picture of bacon on the
What's
screen?
going on?
I guess so.
What's going on?
Tay's flashing a picture of bacon on my screen.
No, he's talking about The Incredibles.
Yeah, what happened with The Incredibles?
It's set in the 60s, I think. Like, I think it's the 60s. I
knew that.
Yeah, but Tay didn't.
I didn't.
It even says in the movie.
Well, technically it doesn't.
because I'm like paying attention to little details like that.
It does, because on the newspaper it
No,
said
but like
so.
it doesn't say it. It shows it. It doesn't say it.
Yeah, it shows it on the newspaper.
Like it does
Again.
not verbally say, "Oh, this is
I
1960s
guess.
soupity boo boo boo."
Again, like I don't
Yeah,
pay attention
yeah.
to like little details like that.
I do.
Because
Because there was
seen the movie many times.
There was a point when I was a kid where all I watched on YouTube were Pixar Easter egg compilations.
Same.
Yeah.
That was like all I watched.
Okay. Come on. Wait, how
All
much
right,
time do we have?
next up, we got
Will's favorite movie of all time.
We got my childhood favorite movie of all time. I can quote Cars. Like I'm sure I could quote like at least 85 to 90% of the movie just from memory alone.
Okay, before we start, question: are we gonna split into a part 2?
I think we might have to.
Because we're at
Maybe.
29 minutes left.
Well,
we're
if
not
we
even
hurry
halfway down the list.
Well,
yeah,
just-
I think we're
well-
gonna have to split this into
Well,
a
let's
part
see.
2.
Let's just see where we get to
I
it.
think
But
maybe after Toy Story 3 is where we cut it. I think that'd be a really satisfying.
Yeah.
Can we
then
cover
do
the
the
place
rest
to
in the
stop.
modern? Can we cover the modern rest in the modern podcast?
I guess that would work.
It would technically count.
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to. We got no choice but
Yeah.
to.
Well, let's
Alright.
see. So anyway, but I'll tell you what, Cars, second movie I saw in theaters.
I
remember-
think I don't know what the first movie I saw in theaters was, but I know Cars was one of the first ones. I would have to ask my mom though, because I
Well,
was
Well, I should
2
actually
when that came out.
I remember seeing Cars in theaters with my uncle and my grandma.
Wait,
What?
Will, you were 2 when Cars came out.
Yeah, because it wasn't August
Yeah.
28th yet. It came out in June, right?
I think so.
Yeah, if
it
it
came
came out in
out
June-
June 9th.
Yeah, then
a
I
few
was.
days short of
June
It's my mom's.
birthday.
It's my mom's
Hey.
birthday.
Yeah, I should actually clarify that. That was my second Pixar movie that I actually saw.
I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all heard. My first Pixar in theaters was The Incredibles.
Oh, you lucky.
My
I remember
first
getting
was
the
Finding
Happy Meals
Nemo.
around that
Yeah.
time, and I loved
Yeah, like I
it.
said, mine was definitely like Finding
Mine was
Nemo,
Finding
and
Nemo.
then same thing. Mine was Finding Nemo, and then I did Cars like second. I don't know. Hold on, was it before? I think one of the other. Well, I think the 2 movies I saw before I did any of the Pixar stuff was Powerpuff Girls movie, and I did Magic Railroad. But still,
I keep
that's-
forgetting the Powerpuff Girls movie was actually theatrical. I honestly keep remembering it being like either straight to video or straight to TV. I keep forgetting that was
Yeah,
actually theatrical.
that actually had a theater release. Me, my sister, and my mom went to go see it.
No, I know it had a theater release, but like I keep forgetting it has a theater release because it does not seem like a theatrical film.
You would think, but it
Oh
was.
yeah, the best thing about Cars, it was technically my introduction to my favorite band, man. Fuck yeah.
There you go.
That's a band.
No, Green Day song Westbound Sign was in the teaser trailer for it on the Toy Story 2 DVD. I think it was the Toy Story 2
How
DVD.
was that, of all things, your introduction to Green Day?
It was that, and then I watched the Simpsons movie.
Why am I more likely to accept the Simpsons movie as canon?
I
Well,
don't know.
because it's Disney.
Exactly.
No, I mean in terms of how he got into Green Day. I accept that more than watching it on a teaser on the Story 2 DVD.
I mean, it's there. I think it was the Toy Story 2 DVD anyway. It might have been one of the other ones. I'm not entirely sure, but
Also, fun fact for the audience, Will can say yes or no if they made a toy out of a small character.
I
Like,
can testify that.
we
Yeah,
were
because-
talking to Will about all the characters that they made toys out of, and you guys know that one Japanese news reporter, Tay flashed a picture of her on the screen.
yeah, freaking Chuki. I went through 3 of those toys as a kid,
he went through 3 of her toys.
and she's playable in the Cars 2 video game. Sally isn't playable in the Cars 2 video game, but she and the guy that gives Mater the wasabi from Cars 2 are playable.
Jesus Christ.
And you
God.
can't even get Flo, Ramon, or Sheriff unless you buy DLC.
That's bullshit. Well, here's the other thing, like in terms of like all like the original Cars. I'll tell you what. That was right around the time when like my NASCAR phase was like really starting to like come full on. And as soon as I saw
Cars is underrated. Changed my mind.
you're damn right.
Yes.
You're damn right. It's underrated. First of all, the first Cars is like my favorite Pixar movie of all time. Yeah, right.
It's a good movie, but
Yeah, you know why? Because again, it flashes so many fucking NASCAR references, and you guys know me. I'm a fucking NASCAR freak.
I thought your favorite one would have been Wall-E.
Like,
And is it
be a favorite if I didn't see it?
And Taya, aren't some of the actors from it like actual NASCAR drivers like Dale Earnhardt Jr., Richard Petty, and
yeah, exactly. Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon. I know he's in the third one, I think.
No, Jeff Gordon's in Cars 2. Lewis Hamilton is in 2 and 3, and then there's Darryl Waltrip.
Oh, Lewis Hamilton. I know Lewis Hamilton.
I thought Jeff Gordon was in the third one.
I know the two Rusty's brothers actually had a radio show.
Yeah, they did.
And that's where the line "Don't drive like my brother." Don't drive like my brother. That's where that's from.
Yeah. I think what's the other one? Well, I know in Cars 3, I know there's another guy. I think Chase Elliott. That's one of my guys. Ryan Blaney, I think, is another one. One guy who just recently retired, Darryl Waltrip. I know he's in all the movies. But yeah, they have so many guys like from actual NASCAR in there, and I'm a freak for that stuff.
You gotta wonder how they pay those guys.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, it was Cars, so they probably just used the toy money.
I mean, you're not wrong. They had a toy of blowing a bubble in the courtrooom.
Yeah, they have that. I surprisingly don't have that, but they did that.
Oh my god! And speaking of Cars, are we going to ignore the most important thing?
What?
Planes?
The fact that fucking Squidward is in this.
Oh yeah, hey Tiny, you gotta clean his windshield.
His windshield.
That's what it sounds. That's what it sounds like he says.
Well,
at least to me, it does.
He's saying windshield.
Okay, let's get to the next one before we run out of time. Ratatouille. That movie is a lie. Ratatouille is not delicious.
Yeah, I can confirm I've had Ratatouille. It's literally just vegetables. They make it look a lot better in the movie than it does in real life.
They literally do.
See, I have someone who could confirm, so it's not me just knocking on food. I've actually tried Ratatouille. It is not good.
Again, I've never tried Ratatouille, and I don't care to, but watching it in the movie makes me wanna, even though I know what to expect.
It sounds like rat in the
Patootie. Rapatootie, which does not sound delicious.
Okay, you want to know something? You think Cars is underrated?
Like the soup.
Listen, yeah, they like the soup. Ooey. No, legit. Listen, you think Cars is underrated? Ratatouille is underrated. Try to change my mind.
Yeah, but Ratatouille is hard for me to watch because it reminds me of my dog that I had to put down.
And not only that, like, honestly, Ratatouille for me, it's still a good movie. But, like, the part of the thing I really don't care for, and this is just coming from me in terms of my bias, I don't care for cooking shows, and this just feels like an hour and a half of a cooking show starring a rat.
Well, see, again, I don't physically, pay attention to, that kind of stuff. I mean, because the movie itself generally makes me
the only
laugh.
cooking show too is Hell's Kitchen and Kitchen Nightmares because Gordon
I don't
Ramsay
even watch that for the actual cooking. I don't even watch that for the actual cooking. I watch that for Gordon Ramsay.
I literally watch it for Gordon Ramsay.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Because that's actually a comedy sketch. That's them being for real.
No, but legit though, I really do think Ratatouille is seriously underrated. That's why I have it as a personal favorite.
Gordon Ramsay made a cameo in this movie.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Well, I mean, they got Jeremy Clarkson to be in Cars' UK version, but it's a possibility. Oh my god, they get Jeremy Clarkson to be in the UK dub. Matt, you're a lucky bastard.
No, watch. No. Quick question.
Especially since I've been in a Top Gear phase right now. Like, that's my current special interest. It's like it makes me even more jealous.
Now, quick question: do you think it'd be actual Gordon Ramsay or the Gordon Ramsay when he's around kids? They are two different people. Change my mind.
No, that is true. They really are.
It's tricky. I wouldn't know personally because I don't watch Gordon Ramsay. I personally can't stand him.
Out.
I personally can't stand him. I'm sorry. Like I can't watch that kind of stuff. Sorry.
I can't remember which episode or which show it was, but did y'all see the episode where like he called a dude a name that he didn't like to be called by, and he actually respected that he didn't want to be called by that name?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing, but that is respect.
There was something, I can't remember what episode it was, but like it was while he was yelling at him as per usual, and he called one of the chefs a name. I think it was a nickname or something that he refused to go by for. I think it was abuse or something like that. I can't remember, but like Gordon actually understood and said, "I will no longer call you by that name, and next time, talk to me about it." Like that
actually like full on apologized. Like
that's how you know he's not just a big ass ball of anger.
No. Like behind all of that, he
is a genuinely like behind all his excessive funniness and swearing, he is a sweet man.
Oh,
I mean, considering he's got a daughter, which you got to admit, dinners at that house must be interesting.
He has like 2 daughters and 2 sons.
Oh, imagine
taking his daughters out to prom.
All right, next up.
Oh God! What are you laughing at?
Should I say?
What?
It's the next movie we gotta do. And it's also my favorite movie of all time.
I remember seeing that with my mom in the theaters when I was like 8.
I went to go see it with my grandmother.
No comment for me.
All right, everybody get your tomatoes ready.
No, you better put them fucking tomatoes back.
No, it's like what fucking.
No, it's like what's the episode? I can't remember the episode. The talent show episode of SpongeBob. Culture Shock.
With Squidward's sick ass moves and Mr. Krabs like charging everybody $1 for the tomatoes.
It's worth
every penny.
So you guys are gonna pelt me with tomatoes for not watching WALL-E.
Well, it could be worse. It could be and I've sat through the Mortal Kombat 4 endings, and in Johnny Cage's ending, like he's at an award show and like giving a speech, and he's like, "Oh, when am I gonna get some real competition?" And they start pelting him with bottles of beer, pineapples, apples. One guy actually threw a skull.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Fucking Johnny.
Nice.
Who hired this guy? What the fuck?
Ha 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 ha.
Okay, but we will not spoil WALL-E for Tay. Spoiler alert, it's called WALL-E.
Oh, thank you. Lovely little spoiler.
Well, it could be worse. I could say Squidward dies. I will never get over that.
That was. Oh my god!
That actually gave me a heart attack when I thought back on it. I actually thought, "Oh my god!" I
can't believe you actually said it.
I still can't believe that after I told that kid from my chemistry class he looks like Sadiq, the next episode Sadiq fucking dies.
I know
that one person that one fan who hasn't seen Walking Dead. Who's Sadiq?
Well, I'll tell you what. When we do get to WALL-E, we will talk about it in the second part. Don't you worry, and I'll give my thoughts. What's the next one?
A movie that will a movie that makes you cry no matter how old you get.
If you do not cry after the first 10 minutes, you are not a person, and I pity you.
Oh, it's Up.
I pity
yes. The first 10 minutes alone could be a freaking one of those shorts, and I would not have a
silent
problem.
A short silent film.
If it was, dude, if that was a short film for Pixar, that would go down as the best one, best animated thing ever.
Yes, but outside of the first 10 minutes, Up is honestly one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen. And
it
is. Get to see
honestly.
And it's got Doug in it. How can you not love him?
I was hiding under your bush because I love you.
I have a
meme of that where it's imagine living in the same city as David Tennant. I was hiding under your porch because I love you. That would be you. That would be you if you lived in the same city as
that would
David.
be
me.
That would be Matt with David Tennant, Will with Danny DeVito, Tay with whatever her crush of the week is, and me with Sean C.W. Johnson. Which, speaking of, I got noticed by Joel.
Nice.
Which I think I sent that in the general chat. Yeah, I sent that in the general chat.
Yeah,
So
you did.
I got noticed by Carter and I got noticed by Joel. I got 2
You-
out of the 6.
You bastard.
He's so happy.
I am.
But yeah, seriously though, Up is just so freaking good. I can't wait till we get that on our binge.
What's next?
Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3.
Before the discussion starts, before the discussion starts, we are gonna technically do a part 2 of this when we reach the modern films. Like we literally have no choice but to.
Yeah, all right.
How much time do we even have left?
13 minutes.
Oh,
so we'll do it. Let's do Toy Story 3 and then just do.
And then
fucking,
we'll do Digga
and then we'll
Dog
just
again.
And then we'll just quote all of the movies. Do the best quotes.
Well, we could also do for both parts. We could talk about like some of the shorts.
For the Birds is forever ruined for me.
Yeah, because you have a fucking friend who is sexually attracted to the bird, the big bird.
The short is forever ruined for me.
When I heard that, what?
Matt.exe has stopped working.
Like he ever started working.
No,
Tay, being attracted.
My
what?
My not working sound would be.
Hey, yep.
No,
also, you say that with the implication Matt.exe has ever started working.
Yeah,
dude, I get being attracted to like anime girls, but I don't get attracted to being attracted to that.
Like it's a big blue friggin' retarded bird. All he does is honk.
Like I get the anime girls, but that
like, it's
honk if that's your seed.
But let's talk about Toy Story 3 before we get into whatever else.
Alright, yeah, talk about that really quick.
So,
well, I'm going on a limb here, and I'm saying, like, I know your guys' is like Toy Story 2. Here's my thing. Toy Story 3 is my favorite out of the Toy Story movies.
It's a hey, as long as it's not 4.
Listen, I like 4, but
no, I like 4 too, but it is the weakest of the quadrilogy.
Again, it's a good movie, but it didn't need to happen.
Not only did it not need to happen, I'm sorry, there are so many plot holes in that movie.
Well, you're not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong.
Toy Story.
Like the fact that like Andy made Bonnie promise to take care of Woody, and then all of a sudden, don't care about him.
Yeah, literally. I mean, that was what I think. Like one gripe I had with it.
Yet she keeps the Pizza Planet aliens, who I honestly forgot were in the movie.
That claw.
But
still,
hey,
though,
or you're an uncultured swine.
I did do it.
Yeah, she did. You just didn't hear her.
Yeah, I heard her.
But still, though, Toy Story 3 is like really fucking good. Again, I think we saw that one in the theater too, but we did that in 3D. That was for my sister's graduation.
3D.
Yeah, I remember
commercials.
I remember when I was like 6. I remember going to see that. That was
I think it was a
time
few
ago.
months. I remember it was a few months before Toy Story 3 came out. They re-released Toy Story 1 and 2 in theaters, and that's how I got to see 1 and 2 in theaters.
But I didn't get the chance because no one would take me, and I was only 12 at the time. So
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like because I had seen Toy Story 1 and 2 so much at that point, the only part where I legitimately got excited, there was a Power Rangers teaser in it because they were doing a tease for this contest they were doing where the winner would win like $10,000 or something. I of course didn't win because I don't win anything.
Mood.
Well, Hayden, that actually reminds me of something. I'll let you finish, but I
I'm
got
finished.
something similar. Yeah, something similar like that happened to me when I went to see Bolt, because I literally only went to see Bolt just because it had the Tokyo Mater short play before it.
Wow.
Like, no, I didn't even
Brilliant.
know they had the teaser in the film. And what got me surprised was they played it twice, because they played it before both movies.
Oh wow.
Tokyo Mater.
But can we
what's-
just acknowledge the fact that in Toy Story 3 they actually got the same kid again?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the grown up kid. Yeah.
Like, that is effort right there. They could have completely recast him and I would not have noticed.
Not for real though. Not for nothing. Like, again, like the amount of emotion that's in like that one. I won't lie when I tell you this. Like, I remember like we saw that for my sister's graduation. I think she was coming out of she was coming out of elementary school, I think, and we were supposed to go to like to like a water park or whatever, but it was way too freaking hot, and then we had to change
there
the
That's
age
why
plans.
you
flood
go
in
to the
pool?
water park.
No, we
Age
had
flood, everybody out.
yeah, literally.
It burns,
No.
it burns.
Yeah, no, something
burns.
No, see, we were supposed to go, and then something came up, so then we thought, you know what, let's just go see Toy Story 3. So we were like, okay, fuck it. So we go, and we saw it in 3D, and I'm shitting you right now. I won't shit you when I tell you this. By the ending, okay, when Andy's giving his toys away to Bonnie, I'm sitting there in the seat. Because now, mind you, at the time, I'm thinking this is the last Toy Story movie, and here I am.
We all thought it was the last Toy
Ugly
Story
crying.
movie.
Yeah, like you see Andy like just look back at his toys. He takes off. They all come back to life, and you hear "So long, partner." I'm in my seat
I
crying
found him.
like I'm crying like a baby at that scene.
I found him.
That scene.
I
They
found-
memed.
I
Dude, they've
found-
memed So Long Partner because it was like, here,
Like, that's
let me.
literally the meme that comes
know,
up
I've
when the new
seen-
generation
I've seen loads
consoles
of-
come up.
So Long Partner.
seen-
No, I saw a meme of that
Over.
where it was like, where it's like Andy saying "So long, guys," and the caption over him was "When you finally get a girlfriend," and and Woody was like "So long, partner," and in the background it's just all sorts of porn sites.
Ah!
Jesus Christ!
Say-
God's
see-
sake, Will.
No, see, I've seen memes of that, but again, at the time before I knew about the meme, like I said, I was in the theater like crying like a baby, and then my mom looked over and she goes, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "Don't talk to me. I'm having a moment."
I was having a moment when Woody left in Toy Story 4, though.
Dude, don't even get me started. Like,
You wanna
because
know
me-
what's funny?
Yo,
I didn't
me and
even
Andy were crying.
cry at that.
No, me and Andy when
I
we
didn't
saw that, like
even
we
get
were
that.
crying. I mean, well, no, was that in 3D too? I think we saw that one in 3D.
No, it's Toy Story 4. You saw it in 4D.
Whatever it was.
That was actually my logic as a kid.
What?
Yeah, I
Oh,
could.
what?
I
Oh, what?
truth be told, though, I could
Emergency
never do
sequel
what.
when it's 3D.
I
Not
could
going
never do 3D movies as a kid because I
Same,
remember when I
I
went to see How to Train Your Dragon and it was in 3D and I was like, no, I don't want to wear these glasses. I don't remember if it was like a sensory issue thing I had as a kid
it could
or
have been a
something.
sensory thing.
I'm
No,
not sure
But the thing
because
is,
that
the
was
thing
like
is,
Wait,
I had a
2010,
I
I
had-
think.
Let me speak.
I had a sensory issue with wearing 3D glasses because I already had glasses and I didn't want to wear
Odessa
glasses
actually
on top
has
of
a-
glasses.
Odessa
take
actually has a
off.
sensory-friendly theater.
Do they?
Yeah.
They do. I remember at my local theater they have special like autism showings,
Oh wow.
especially for autistic people. Like autistic people are allowed to, get out of there to move around if they want to.
Oh.
Nice.
I
They
remember when I
can-
went to go see A Beautiful
The
Day in the
lights are a
Neighborhood.
lot dimmer. Like the lights
and
are
the
dim.
sound is not so loud.
Yeah, the sound is not so booming.
So it's like the perfect volume and like everything like
It
set
is
like specific.
No, I remember.
Yeah.
I went to go
I've
see.
gone to one of them before.
To see
I
what?
think it was either Toy Story 4 or A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I went to the one in my town, and there was a kid in like a hospital bed, and they actually moved the chairs out so he could watch the movie.
Oh man.
Oh, that's really nice.
Aww.
Oh, that's nice.
I hope he got better.
Same. in that specific theater,
Hello?
what movie?
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay.
In that specific theater, I was gonna ask you, Matt, what movie did you see?
Oh, I did it again!
Oh,
He's having technical difficulties, like
no!
right
Put
at the
technical
end.
put technical difficulties over Matt's screen and put a picture of a pineapple.
No.
No, put a picture of a pineapple on a pizza.
No,
No!
Die.
No, like
no.
you can still hear me good, Matt?
No. Yes.
Eat your pineapple
No.
pizza,
I was-
son.
Yeah, I was saying,
Oh.
like, in the specific theater that, like, you were talking of, like, what movie did you see there?
I saw. God, I saw Flushed Away.
Oh,
That-
wow.
That movie is interesting because it's a whole movie set in a toilet and there's only one poop joke. And it's from DreamWorks. That is restraint.
No, like
and I think it's from Aardman.
Yeah, I remember the
Oh.
first time I watched that was in 6th grade science
now
class.
let me tell you something about like, and I think Matt and Will can testify this. In Avengers Endgame, because I saw Endgame at one of those sensory friendly rooms at the theater. You know the scene where Captain Marvel barges in on Thanos? It is loud.
Yeah.
Well, when I went and saw Endgame, this was like I think my 4th time seeing it in the theater. And when it got to that scene, I was expecting it to be loud. When I heard how quiet it was, I was like, "Oh."
Like, you're bracing for, like, impact on, like, the big booming noises that it's, like, you know, itty bitty quiet. Like, oh, alright.
Like, it's not so quiet where you can't hear it.
It's just not like.
Blasted in your eardrum.
Like how
Yeah, it's
Will
not
just
like-
did it.
Yeah,
how
it's
Will
not
just did it
like-
right there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like you're in a drummer in a death metal band just doing blast beats like.
Is it actually bad that, like, in terms of, like, theaters, like, when the noise, like, really hits you? Is it bad that I actually like that?
No, that's
because
not a bad thing.
like I like it when I see it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Like,
but
if
it's
I know
like,
it's coming.
like not
I'm
like with
expecting
jump
it.
scares or that kind of shit.
No,
Oh,
not a
no.
jump. No,
No.
not a jump scare.
You should have seen to go see The Conjuring. Oh my god.
Oh
Oh shit!
God!
That was an experience.
Oh my God! I wish I could have seen. I wish I was into horror around the time It 1 came out.
Oh yeah. That was an experience seeing that in the theaters. Oh my
God, I still remember
Oh.
the day I went to see that. I had
And
to
the
skip. The worst part is though, when the Pennywise dance scene, I really had to go to the bathroom during that scene, so I didn't get to. I didn't get
No.
to see that until it came out on DVD.
No.
And now the Pennywise dance just reminds me of James May's victory dance he does in one of the Top Gear episodes.
I just find
What is
it.
he?
I find it
What
funny that the only thing I knew about that movie for like what was it? Years? Wait, 2017, 18. Y'all showed me that in 2019.
We showed it to you in 2019. So
So for 3 full years, all I knew was a little kid
two.
getting his arm bitten off.
two.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, but like all I knew that a kid got his arm bitten off by a clown.
Yeah,
The fact that they got away with that, they could have gotten in trouble for that.
you're right.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Clowns.
Oh, if only I was into that, I would have seen that in theaters. But everyone in my family are pussies, so.
Yeah, I saw that with my dad and my sister when that came up. I was just like, Jesus.
Look,
I
I
know,
remember when I
that's
first
time.
saw it with
when
Matt.
I saw that, I looked over at JMO and I was like, with my mouth, oh, what the fuck just happened?
Okay. And with that discussion, that is time.
All right.
I like how we went. From
Yeah, we
Pixar
just
to,
started
like,
talking about
horror.
random. We just started talking about random movies at the
The
end.
title of this should be like the horrors of being us. I don't know. Like
I don't
throw
think-
in a
I
horror.
don't think it's
It
a-
should just be
like
The
Pixar
horrors of
with
being a
something
Pixar
horror.
about
fan.
Pixar. No, talking about Pixar bracket. Sort of.
Yeah.
Sort of. Well, the first movie we have to start off with next is going to be Cars 2.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Lol,
man,
I
but-
haven't even seen that.
All right, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that when we get there.
Let's wish the audience a good old digga digga dog, digga digga dog, digga digga dog,
digga dog, digga digga
Well,
dog.
it's not Pixar, but all right.
Digga digga dog, 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 digga digga dog.